Right, 'cause they had a baby, right? How old is Morgan's baby now?
About like 6 months.
They had a baby after us? Your water bottle? Let's see. Oh, let's do the orange one. You want to do the orange one?
Yeah, but this one.
You said what?
This one.
This one?
I'll have an orange one.
Okay, you have to make up your mind. Hello, Alexa, Paul. It is a beautiful Wednesday, and we have so much planned today. We are going to typically go on play dates at least twice a week, or once a week, or just we get out into nature, we do something. But today my husband's car is still in the shop, and so we're down to one car. He has things he needs to do this morning, and so we are home. And there's plenty to do at home. There's always plenty to do at home. So I think it's gonna be another cleaning day, guys, which is every day. I'm about to clean the kitchen, and then we are going to do some reading or school time, and then it'll be lunchtime. Hey, that's the baby. That's the baby. So we're excited for that for today. It's really beautiful out. Last week, come here. Last week it was a huge heat index, and we're stuck in the house for quite a while. And so now, considering that it's no longer a huge heat index, and it almost feels like island weather. Seriously, it feels amazing. So we may eat outside today instead of eat inside. So you can come along. I'm just gonna be doing what I do best. As a stay-at-home mom can sometimes feel like you do the same thing over and over and over again. Whether it's washing the dishes or making that recipe that you've made for the 15th time in the last few weeks, or spraying off the countertops and you see dried food that was there after breakfast only to do it again after lunch and then dinner. Or comforting your little one when she cries for the 10th time that morning. Yeah, it can just be almost like a rinse and repeat. And for many people, it may seem like this type of work is really mundane. It's boring. But I really love it. It sounds so strange, right? I mean, you don't realize it, but there's such a fulfillment and joy in knowing that any moment you're washing off the counter is just because someone ate really good food. Or when you're reading the 5th book for the 5th time that day, it's because you have a curious listener who wants to know the end of the story over and over again. Yeah, it just reminds me that life is still going on and I get to be a part of it. My grandmother told me recently that these are the days I'm really going to miss, and as hard as that is to believe, because trust me, I'm ready for some things to be over. I'm gonna really take to wisdom her words. Alright, so it is lunchtime.
Mama.
I'm gonna play Did You Belong to Jesus? Didn't you already have some today?
No. Mom, give me water, Are you sharing?
Aida, come back.
Yeah.
Alright, so we just got back and it's rest time right now. 2 of my kiddos are down. My oldest, sometimes doesn't nap. And so he usually does his own thing for rest time. So that may be handwriting or playing with dinosaurs, whatever. But this is my time. So what I'm eating right now, I got hungry again. And I didn't tell y'all before, like between breakfast and lunch, I had like a big bowl of salty green beans because that's what we had left over. But for a snack, I have, it's actually so good. It's unsweetened cashew vanilla yogurt by Foragers and blueberries, date syrup. I just started eating date syrup. Before that, I was doing honey, which I love honey, or maple syrup. But man, date syrup is it's not as sweet, and it gives it like a caramel-like taste that tastes absolutely delicious when you pair it with like something that's vanilla-ish. And then I put some cacao nibs. I love this as a snack. So what I'm going to do now, I have like some admin stuff I need to do for the house. And then after rest time, I need to clean the house up before dinner. And I have to figure out what we're making for dinner. I know we're making something with mushrooms, but I'm not quite certain how I want to make them. So we'll figure that out. But what I like to do is after rest time, the kids get to watch a show, sometimes 2. And that gives me just a breather to get the house clean up so they're not messing it back up. So yeah, all right. Alexa, play Melodies from Heaven by Kirk Franklin and Maverick City.
Melodies from Heaven featuring Chandler Moore and Marianne J. George by Maverick City Music from Spotify.
And usually that's my deadline. It's like, okay, have the downstairs cleaned, have dinner ready, but yeah, it's not gonna happen today. I don't know what happened. It's just, I feel like I am constantly I feel like we're just constantly cleaning. Well, not actually, I'll take that back. We're not constantly cleaning. It's just we're kind of potty training right now, and so there's just a lot of cleanups and messes that are been had, and so I'm gonna have to wait till Evan comes downstairs, my husband, when he's off work, and then I'll get dinner on. So even though I know this is like what you eat in a day, it's been a struggle for dinner. Let me tell you, it's been a struggle. So we'll see what happens, right? You're right. And then even with breastfeeding, I have to sit down. I don't pump, so I'm having to sit down to stop. You know, even though she's like 9 months, and we breastfeed maybe every four hours or so. It's still having to sit down to breastfeed. So that's what's happening now. She was on my back, but she was like, she's not having it anymore. So we're about to sit and breastfeed. Yeah, oh my gosh, she's so cute. We're gonna sit and breastfeed, and yeah. And here's another thing. I don't know about you, but I feel like I have to mop like every other day, but I don't. But I should, because the floors are really disgusting right now. Like, it's bad. I'm trying to get the floors clean so I can actually mop. Anyway, all right, that's my whole soliloquy. Let's go breastfeed. Let's go breastfeed. So the kids are asleep. It's 7:30. As I made all that food, you know, and it was good. Like the mushrooms actually turned out to be really good. Usually I do mushrooms where I cut them up and then I put like white wine and some like cashew butter and season it, and it is really good. But this time, like, I kind of fried it without battering it. So I just steamed it with water, boiled it with water. And then I drained the water off, and I know that gets rid of some of the nutrients, but I didn't have time to allow the water to evaporate. And so after that, I put a whole bunch of like avocado oil and seasoned it and basically fried it. And it was great. I mean, the kids did not eat it at all, so I don't want to like give the impression that my kids are adventurous eaters. They're not. They're pretty good, but not where I would love for them to eat all of my delectable food. We're not there. But yeah, it was delicious. But for whatever reason, and I don't know if this is TMI, but like when I'm close to my ovulation or when I'm about to ovulate, I just I'm so hungry, like so hungry. And sometimes I don't even keep up with the date until I realize wow, I'm really hungry today on top of breastfeeding. And yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm ovulating because after I ate, I was like, I told my husband, I was like, can you please go to Whole Foods? They have a sale on their Daya. It's like a plant-based brand, their cheese pizza, and it was so good. So that's what I'm eating right now, and it is so good. I mean, if you're not used to eating vegan pizza, perhaps that won't be your cup of tea. It's vegan and it's gluten-free, so it has a different taste, but it definitely does the trick for me. And even though I'm not entirely plant-based, I really love the fact that I have choices where I don't have to eat cheese, or I don't have to, you know, eat something that it's just nice to eat something that's plant-based and it tastes good to me. So alright, well, that wraps it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing what I eat in the day, and amongst other shenanigans. Alright, see you next time.